Breaking news just into the RTV6 newsroom. More trouble again today with ISTEP testing. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Mullins. ISTEP testing resumed today after a computer glitch yesterday, but it has not been a smooth morning for IPS. Julie Pursley is live at IPS headquarters with more. Julie?
Well, Mark, what we're finding out is it's just not IPS exclusive. There are some other school districts that are having issues as well. Joining us now is John Altart from IPS. We had gotten a possible report in the newsroom that Fort Wayne may be having problems. John, along with IPS, you're hearing of some other districts as well?
Certainly, this is a problem that, again, today is not isolated just to the Indianapolis Public Schools, but appears to be affecting other school districts.
I know a lot of parents like me have kids today taking the test. What does it mean for our kids? What's going on?
Well, anytime that you have the kind of build-up, the type of anticipation and expectation that comes with high-stake testing, any disruption in that schedule, in that routine, in that rhythm is going to be difficult. And that's why we're so frustrated, because there's so much build-up for our children, and they want to do the very best on this test. And then to have these kinds of disruptions 2 days in a row now, it's just cause for a lot of frustration.
Now, this is a version where the kids are taking these on computers in computer labs. What is exactly happening that's causing the problem?
Well, what we've heard from our schools is that children are having a hard time logging in to the computer. They're having difficulty with the pages freezing, and in some instances the children are in the middle of the test and they're just simply being kicked off the system. So you can imagine a third grader all the way to an eighth grader. No matter, it's just very difficult if you have those kinds of disruptions. And again, for our students who've experienced this now 2 days in a row, that's just unacceptable.
Yeah, we know as adults it can be, frustrating when that happens to us as well. So what happens if a child can't get their test done today? Do you suspend it, or do you keep going with the test right now?
Well, the Indiana Department of Education has expanded the testing time period, which is appropriate. And so our kids are really resilient. Our teachers are very flexible. We'll get through it. But this is a difficult situation on its own. When you add these disruptions, it just makes it more challenging. And again, it just adds to the frustration we're all experiencing right now.
And then lastly, when children come home tonight, is this something that parents may want to discuss with their kids to get them prepared for another day tomorrow?
Well, I'll just tell you what I've shared with my 12-year-old. We told him that we loved him, that this was nothing that he did wrong, to continue to do his best, and that we all have experienced computer problems before. We make sure he gets a good night's rest, we give him a good breakfast, tell him that we love him, and send him off to school. And that's what I would share with parents who will talk to their students about this again tonight.
Okay, thank you so much, John Altart from IPS. And Mark, I can tell you that they have already contacted the vendor to find out exactly what is the cause and how do we resolve this. Reporting live downtown, Julie Pursley, RTV6.